Good afternoon and welcome to America's Home Cooking. I am going to make a classic chicken noodle soup, except I am not making noodles. I'm going to use rice in place of the noodles, all right? You are going to need 4 cups of chicken stock. Now remember the chicken that we made that dish with and I saved all that broth that it cooked in? That's what I'm using, so I've got good flavor already. You're going to need 1 carrot finely diced, as well as 1 stalk of celery. Now when you're talking about stock, you're not talking about a stock. A stock is the whole celery. You need 1 rib. These are called ribs individually. Sorry, I am tired. I'm very tired because I've been shopping all day getting stuff together. I had to go back to the store trying to find breast of veal. The butchers didn't have it. They said, we are all sold out. I said, well, everybody must have the same idea that I have. But anyway, so what I'm doing now is I'm dicing up the celery. They wanted chicken breast, but I took the chicken and tore it apart, and I'm going to use all this. There's no bones in there that I know of. I'll be adding that in, so if you want to put a chicken breast, you can in, but to me, the chicken breast would not have as much flavor because I took all the meat and mixed it all up. I've got chicken breast, thighs, wings, I got everything in there. I just took all the meat off, so I know it'll be really, really good. But I am hungry. We're running around. I really didn't have breakfast. A glass of milk and I took off, so I don't want to eat too much heavy now, so I just want some hot soup. But this is the classic original, except that I am going to be putting, it's going to be chicken and rice for me instead of chicken noodle. But you'll use the same amount of noodles as I am going to put in rice. And if it's too thick for you, you can always add some more chicken broth to thin it out. Do the same thing with 1 carrot. So instead of buying it by the can, you can make it real easy. So whenever I have to boil a chicken or something and I don't use the whole chicken, I'm definitely going to save the broth and do whatever I have to do. This will be a nice lunch for me. And because you're dicing the carrots and celery is real fine, it won't take long for them to cook just about the same time the rice will, so I'll be dumping everything in at the same time. I haven't put the stock on yet. So I'm going to change from the name of calling this chicken, it'll be the classic chicken rice soup. Okay. I'm going to put this in the stock that's in the pot. And I'm going to put my chicken in it and turn the flame on and start getting this going. Now, if it's too thick for you, like I said, you could add more stock to it. Now, the amount of noodles you're going to need. I'm using parboiled rice. You only need 1/4 cup of noodles. Break them up. If you're using rice, it's 1/4 cup. And that's it. I would use brown rice, but it would take 45 minutes, and I'm not up to waiting that long. We'll rinse the rice and throw it in too. I just want to rinse it. I remember my mother would sit there and make it with noodles or with rice. Either way, it didn't matter. It was the same recipe, you just changed that part of it. Okay. You can see I'm throwing everything. See, the rice is done cooking. The chicken will be hot. I'm not putting a fresh chicken in. This chicken was frozen. That's the best way to save everything. Now you can adjust for salt. What you do is before you serve it, when you put it into the bowl, you sprinkle some chives or some chopped parsley on it, which gives it some color. Really nice to finish it up. If you need salt, you can add salt. Oh, mine is fine. I'll leave it just like that. So as soon as that comes to a boil and it's ready to be served, I will show you. But remember, my chicken was already cooked, the stock was already cooked. The only thing I'm really cooking is the rice and the vegetables, and they'll pretty much cook at the same time. But do adjust it for salt. If you made your stock with salt, you might not have to, but if you didn't use it, please do that. And I'll show you what it looks like at the end. Okay, the rice is done. And here it is. I'm going to take some chives. You can use parsley if you wish, but I wish to use chives, which will give you the onion flavor, because most people will put an onion in it, but that isn't what they did at the time. That is the classic chicken noodle soup. Now, We'll talk about the chicken noodle soup. I don't want to, I want to go eat, but I'll finish up. You can use rice in place of the noodles, but you can also use potatoes. You put in the same amount, but cook your potatoes separate before you add it. And you have to add it towards the end, because the potato, if you cook it in the broth, it's going to thicken your soup up. So you have to cook that potato separate, dice it up, and then add it. So you can take the classic chicken noodle soup, change the noodles to rice or potatoes, whichever is convenient for you. Okay, but always remember it's 2 ounces. So you have to, for a minute I almost forgot because I got food on my mind because I want to eat. So it's 2 ounces. If you're using rice, it's 1/4 of a cup. All right, so there. So listen, have a great afternoon. And I'm not going to give you the answer till tomorrow. Okay, on my game. So take care and enjoy your evening.